let's talk about the White Room.
Yeah, the White Room is sick.
Yeah.
Uh, it's very easy also for the animators to just put like Cecil's mark against just White. Um, do you think I've wondered this in the past, but like the White Room is like at first it's all white, and then when he like does something, it reveals everything.
Hmm.
Does that mean like if you just try to I don't really know how it works. Like if you just try to walk around and you just bump into stuff,
I think
is
so.
it all like yeah?
Yeah, well, because it all Cecil says is that like the water America drinks from their tap has a chemical in it that makes it impossible for them to
Oh, right.
so I think it would sorry, my dog just jumped on the couch. Um no, so I think it's just like they can't see it. But I think if Mark like just walked around, he'd eventually be like, hello?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so interesting.
Oh, which also I'm like, okay, Cecil, where are you getting your water from?
Yeah.
Straight from the
What
mountain.
he has some crazy Brita filter that is just working wonders.
It doesn't take out, oh wait,
Um,
yeah, it takes out all the chemicals.
it takes out all the chemicals.
We need that
Oh, damn.
in
I
LA.
got another good tangent. That's like it's related to like a Brita filter, but it's not like related to this show. It's so funny though.
Well, say it, but let's
Okay,
get
okay, I'll say it,
for
I'll say it.
it.
Yeah, yes, this will be quick, but this is fun. This is fun. Um, I saw something on Twitter like a couple years ago that was like, oh, if you pour if you pour
Oh,
like liquor
yeah.
into the filter, maybe I told you about it, but
I saw
you
it.
know, oh, you saw it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It'll take out, you know, the bad, it'll make it not taste as bad. And you could just fucking down it, I guess. It'd be really dangerous. Um, and so I told my roommates at the time about Nate and Cole. And Nate was kind of like, oh, like, that maybe we'll have to try that. And Cole was like, well, if that were true, if there's a way of filtering out the taste, but the alcohol still worked, then why are we like drinking vodka and tequila? Like, why are we still putting up with that? And I was like, oh, that's a good point, honestly.
Cole
But
always,
I never tried it. He talked me out of it basically. But
oh, well, now you should try it.
yeah, it would
Cole,
probably filter, but
yeah. Cole's always laying out the facts. Shout out Cole this episode.
yeah, we've name dropped him twice, unless he gets cut out. But shout out Cole. Um,
Our producer just redacts his name every time we say it. He's like, beep,
yeah,
Cole,
should
Cole. Oh,
get get Cole a podcast.
yeah,
Um,
talk
and
about.
talk about just show him like he can just break down like just he'll talk about different movies and just break down like the technical what lens they're using.
It would just be like really like straight though. Like he wouldn't dive into any of it. He'd just be like, yeah, this one he uses this. It's pretty cool.
Right, right, right.
It'd be like 10 minutes.
No jokes, no humor,
So
very scientific. Um,
might like make fun of you a little bit.
yeah. Am I on this podcast for them? I
Yeah.
guess if we the next time we like start like if we do another podcast about movies later or whatever, like there'll be a Cole segment where he just like gets very technical about whatever show or movie we're talking about.
Okay.
Um, wow, we should like host a real like we should have like our own like Bill Nye type of show or something, but like movies. Anyway,
Um,
um,
I wanted to ask, when we're in this white room, we see like all of them kind of working on cool things to like kind of defeat Omni-Man. At one point,
yeah.
they're lasering like a head.
Mhm.
What is that?
it looks like a Martian, like the
Okay.
shape of like a Martian head
Thought too.
sculpt.
I was confused.
I think that's what it was supposed to be, but I don't know. I don't know like what the intent is with that.
Yeah.
Um,
I thought that was a cool moment. We just saw all these different like ways to potentially like beat Omni-Man. We see Immortal being brought back to life.
yeah, yeah. I don't know if Immortal's gonna will beat Omni Man, but it's cool that you can keep bringing him back.
He doesn't
I
think it's
wonder if they could like he doesn't like it as much. I wonder if they could like enhance him or something.
yeah.
Um, I
Like how
mean, like,
they do that with Kong in the new Godzilla versus Kong movie.
do they actually?
Yeah, they like build like a robotic arm for him.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
that would be
Good
cool.
idea.
He also does it into the kaiju in like the previous episode where he's like, "Oh, we took out its pain
Yeah,
receptors and juiced it up."
yeah.
Like, do that with Monster Girl. Do that with Immortal. Do that with, you know,
Cecil should hire us.
should hire you and me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have
Um,
great idea.
we the White Room is a pretty quick scene, but it's a really cool scene. And then
Yeah.
at one point, Mark has like a flashback scene to kind of what's gone down in this season. And we go back to the line where Mark says, "I want to do what you do. I want to be just like you," to Omni-Man, which is another like
Mhm.
killer line.
Yeah.
Everyone is just down bad.
Yeah. It's yeah, that's a good little montage.
Hmm.
Uh just sad.
Yeah.
Uh,
And we see Debbie and um the character Mark Hamill voices.
art.
Art, yes. Have a moment together. And at one point Debbie says, "I wish he'd come back," which I wonder
Mm.
what she kind of meant by that. Maybe just to
I
get
bet like
or like
yeah, but probably mainly I like kind of read it as like she wishes that like her Nolan like
yeah,
would be back, would come back. I mean that would be such a, and obviously the show explores kind of her grief and a lot in season two, but it really would be such a traumatizing, like an impossible, like a situation that most people don't ever experience.
yeah.
Um, yeah, and like how would you kind of deal with that? Um, yeah, it is sad. Debbie is like a, I don't know. I hope she has a nice ending in the show, whenever that is.
Me too. Well, she has from season two, she has a coworker. I think his name is Paul.
Oh yes, yes.
The only reason I remember his name is because my dad's name is Paul. Uh, shout
Oh,
out
that's yeah. Shout out Paul.
Paul.
Paul from Dune.